cost financing than Legum Chevrolet, 7900 Eastern Avenue.
This ski season, look and ski your best with equipment and fashions from Baltimore's best ski shop, Jeffrey's Ski Hut. Get the area's best selection of top-name equipment by OTA, Olin, K2, Lamo, and more. Stay warm and dry in the latest ski fashions by Bogner, Head, White Stag, and more. From novice to racing, Jeffrey's has great values. Come to our open house and swap sale Sunday from 11 to 5. Bring your old ski equipment and swap it. Jeffrey's Ski Hut, your total ski shop.
If you like the weekly Heckinger newspaper supplement, you'll love the store.
I love this store. Love the selection. Love these prices.
We're the world's most unusual lumber yards and more.
Save $48 on this rugged Home Light 330 chainsaw with 16-inch power tip guide bar and solid-state ignition. Just $219 through Saturday.
Be everything you need for the care and repair of your home and garden store. Heckinger. Heckinger.
Guess it wasn't enough for the Yankees to win. They had to go fight about it.
Oh, isn't that awful? And the thing that annoys me, and I can't just ignore it. Well, I know teammates and all, you know, they're not love everybody, loves everybody else. But the Yankee story is the latest fight. Nettles and Reggie Jackson had a fight. And we have to lead with that lousy story because people want to know about that fight. Now, that's not as important as the game or the game tonight. Reggie brought some friends to Steinbrenner's party. Nettles said, what are you going to do? We'll sit them at my table. Who are these guys? He said, there's some friends. Well, this is a team party, he said. Bang, in the mouth. Nettles hit Reggie, and everybody grabbed everybody else, and that was the end of that. Steinbrenner says, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. He said it was a, what do you call it, an in-house thing, and it won't affect Reggie's future with the team. Reggie's headed for free agency, and he's going to have to discuss a new Yankee contract, and it might affect Nettles' future with the team, too. Both pretty valuable guys. Now, tonight's the game. The Dodgers at Montreal. And, you know, you don't often hear baseball games decided by the weather. And I don't know whether this game is going to be decided by the weather, this series, but I want to tell you something. The weather in Montreal at this time of the year for a team that has been used to playing in Southern California could really be a factor. They talk about robe over your lap weather. That's the kind of weather it is in Montreal. You know, when the Vikings make the NFL playoffs, and they do almost every year, there's always that thing, Bud Grant on the sidelines, making out it isn't very cold, and some team from Atlanta trying to beat that club there. But in football, players are used to it more than they are in baseball. I think it really could be a factor as Royce pitched against Steve Rogers tonight in Montreal. Now, the game last night was a great pitching duel between two fine young pitchers. And the Yankees loaded the bases in the first inning, and Tony Armas robbed Greg Nettles of an extra base hit. This is a good catch in the corner right there. And then Rick Cerrone ground to third to show you these guys are playing for keeps. There's a forced play at second. Bob Watson came in clean, but hard on Dave McKay. Didn't get the ball to first. George Steinbrenner's picture now, and I'm so sick of seeing his picture in the booth. Really, I am. You know, why don't they let him worry about the game? Willie Randolph hit a home run here. Dave Righetti and Keogh had a 0-0 game in the sixth inning, 2 outs. Willie hit first one he's hit since April, and Keogh says, oh, man, I wish I hadn't thrown it where it did. 1-0. Then the ninth, Pinella singles to left, but Mike Heath makes a strong throw to the plate, and Jerry Mumphrey's out a mile as Jeff Newman puts it on him. Barry Foote singled, and with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Nettles hit a drive to center field. And again, they try to be real fancy with this stuff, and you really can't see with that picture coming in there just exactly what Pizzetti did in center field, but he messed it up. Kind of reminded me of Curt Flood against Northrop when the Tigers won to beat the Cardinals in the World Series. There's Willie Randolph with a rather routine play and a routine jumping around after it was all over. And the Yankees have won the American League, and now they'll put on the boxing gloves and try to calm down a little bit and get ready for either the Dodgers or the Montreals. We have a lot of high school sports coming back. You wonder if Polly's losing streak is still alive, or is Loyola still unbeaten? And we'll have quotes from the Yankees in the A's locker room when we come back. That was before the fight.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Vince. We'll see you a little bit later.
Okay.
Stan?
The death of one of Israel's best-known leaders tops our report of national and international news tonight. Former Foreign Minister Moshe Dayan died of an apparent heart attack in a Tel Aviv hospital 1 day after he was admitted with chest pains. Dayan, who was easily recognized by the patch he wore over one eye, established a reputation as a military strategist during the 1956 Sinai campaign and the Six-Day War in 1967. Dayan last visited Baltimore in November, supporting the Israeli bond drive and speaking at Towson State. Moshe Dayan dead tonight at the age of 66. More trouble in Egypt tonight. Sources there say 1,500 religious extremists and potential troublemakers have been rounded up since the assassination of President Sadat. And those same sources say more arrests are expected this weekend. Meanwhile, in Washington, the arm twisting continues in the Reagan administration's bid to win approval for the sale of AWACS planes to Saudi Arabia. 8 senators met with Mr. Reagan today. Only one switched his position and agreed to vote in favor of the arms deal next week.
Clouds of deadly methane gas leaked through a coal mine in northern Japan today. At least 33 miners were killed. 3 dozen more are trapped a third of a mile below ground. The accident on Japan's northern island of Hokkaido sent invisible clouds of the gas through the mine, and when the alarms went off, it was too late for many of them to escape. The search for survivors had to be called off at nightfall because of a fear of more leaks. A shooting spree in Kentucky at an auto parts store left 5 men dead, 2 others wounded today. According to state police, a man entered a store in Allen, Kentucky, and sprayed it with automatic weapons fire, then went home. There, he offered no resistance when police arrived to arrest him. They offered no motive for the shootings. The man who admits he sold top-secret code information to Soviet agents during the 1960s is headed for jail. Federal judge in Florida today sentenced Joseph Helmich to life in prison, the maximum sentence possible.
The government has decided how much more it will hit you up in Social Security taxes next year. According to figures out today, the average worker will pay nearly $100 more in 1982, and those paying the maximum will have to shell out another $200. The payroll tax hikes are tied to a Social Security bailout ordered by Congress. This year's Nobel Prize winner in economics has a discouraging prediction about the economy. Yale professor James Tobin says the Reagan policies will keep interest rates high and the economy sluggish for years. What's more, he says Reaganomics will widen the gap between the rich and the poor. The gap between the kings and the pawns proved too much today for Soviet chess champion Anatoly Karpov. He lost Game 6 of the world title chess match today to Soviet defector Viktor Korchnoi. It takes 6 victories to win the world title. Karpov still leads 3 wins to 1.
Norm Lewis is taking a little time off tonight. Rob Roblin is standing in. Give us something briefly on the weather.
50-50 weekend. That's brief.
50-50 weekend. Rob's next with the weekend weather, and a little later tonight on Action News, we'll have a report on a proposal that could force some welfare recipients to pay for some benefits they now get for free. Jim Mustard tells us about a statewide shortage of qualified math teachers and what teachers plan to do about it. And we'll take you out to Towson for a peek at one college professor's latest penny-pinching project. It's all still ahead tonight on Action News 11. Stay there. We're coming right back.
Now open the newest concept in brand name furniture buying, Self-Service Furniture Mart, where you save big dollars. Self-Service Furniture Mart, 7920 Eastern Boulevard, behind Legum Chevrolet. Credit available.
You are about to leave the world of ordinary cars behind and make the Eagle switch. The revolutionary 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive American Eagle. The only automobile that lets you switch from 2-wheel drive to full-time 4-wheel drive. From high mileage on the road to high adventure off the road. 2-wheel drive luxury to 4-wheel drive security. American Eagle.
See all the tough Americans for 1982 at your Maryland AMC dealers.
Save your skin. Save your skin from the drying signs of aging with exclusive CHR from Ultimate 2. Save your skin with CHR's collagen, an ingredient of firm young skin, and CHR's moisture, which nourishes newly emerged skin cells. Save your skin with CHR's greaseless texture, which disappears instantly into your skin. Use CHR today and save your skin today.
Get the All About Eyes case, just $10 with any 750 Ultimate 2 purchase. At Hochul Cone.
Does your metal patio door suffer these cold symptoms? Water damage, winter freeze-up, chilling drafts, ice buildup, excessive heat loss? Introducing the new Anderson PermaShield gliding door. It's specially sized to let you replace most 6-foot aluminum doors without reframing or residing. Make the change from this to this with the new Anderson PermaShield gliding door.
For famous Anderson windows, see these Baltimore area dealers.
Where's Norm tonight?
None of your business. Little in-house fighting like the Yankees do. No, Mama didn't raise no dummy. No.
50-50 weekend, huh?
Yeah, we're going to have what we do sometimes.
Really?
We're going to have a nice day on Saturday, then Saturday evening and Saturday night, the clouds start coming in, and it looks like we may get a few showers, a little bit of the wet stuff on Sunday. The high today in the city got up to 72 degrees. It was warmer at the airport today than the city. The high got up to 74, so you see we had a very nice day tonight. Low last night, warm evening last night, got down to only 52 in the city. Out at the airport, 41 it got down to. The winds are out of the north-northwest at 21 miles an hour. The present temperature at the airport, 64 degrees, barometer 29.96 and rising. Humidity 38%, no rain at all. The winds are gusty at this point, but by tomorrow they will be variable and light, so the wind should be out of here by tomorrow. The sun will rise in the morning 7:18. The sun is setting about right now. It's about 6:27. The next high tide is at 10:19 tonight, and then we have a low tide at 4:50. It is cold out in Oakland. 49 degrees is the present temperature. 55 in Hagerstown. Washington, it has a double 6. 63 in Pikesville. 67 in Hartford. 67 in Easton. Down in Crisfield, 68 degrees. A quick look at the National Weather Service radar. All you see is a little bit of ground clutter. We have no rain at all in our region at this point. Taking a look at our picture from space, however, you can see that the clouds are coming, folks, and to see the clouds in the middle of the country, they're coming our way. Should be here Saturday night and Sunday. We should have a pretty good chance of some rain, but a lot of clear skies in front of that, and that's the way it's going to be for tomorrow at least. We're going to have a half of a good weekend. This high pressure system is kind of moving out over the Atlantic. We have another one coming in, and this little dude right here is going to come in for about a day visit after this whole system kind of breaks away and gets out of here. And then we have this system in the middle of the country right now that's been dropping a lot of rain in Texas, a lot of rain in Oklahoma, heavy rain, 2 or 3 inches in some spots today. It's going to gradually move up. By Sunday, should be in our region. We have a pretty good chance of a shower or two and a little bit of rain. The high in Atlanta got up to 77. That's a 1 o'clock temperature, not the high. 82 in Miami. Ooh, nice weather down there. Out on the West Coast, 60 in San Francisco at 1. 47 degrees up in Seattle. Our map tomorrow should look like this, and you can see that area of showers kind of coming our way, and then by Sunday you can see it should be here. Here's our map for Sunday, and you can see that it looks like we have a very good chance of some showers and some rain on Sunday. Temperature-wise tomorrow, it's not going to be as warm as it was today. You can see it's going to be in the 60s, probably in the mid and high 60s, and won't be in the 70s. Let's take a look at our forecast. For tonight, we're calling it clear. It's going to be chilly tonight, folks. If you're going out, take a jacket. Low of around 36 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, sunshine in the morning. The clouds start moving in the afternoon, and then by tomorrow night, pretty cloudy, high of around 68 degrees. And on Sunday, looks like we have some showers, a little bit of rain, high of around 67. On Monday, partly cloudy. Tuesday should be a sunny day. Cooler, though, high of around 60. If you're sitting around the house and you said you have no plans for the weekend, and you say, myself, what am I going to do? Got some ideas for you, folks. All kinds of good things going on over the weekend. St. Mary's County, they have the National Oyster Shucking Contest. If you like watching people shuck oysters, you can go down there. If you like to eat them, there'll be plenty down there. It's in Leonardtown. For women only, I've got something for everybody. We got a women's race at Johns Hopkins tomorrow afternoon, and then the kids, the Edgar Allan Poe Day at Cloisters Children's Museum starts at 2 p.m., and they will be telling some stories, all kind of things to do over the weekend, and you got one real good day, and then on Sundays, kind of half and half day. See you at 11 o'clock. Rudy?
Thanks, Rob. A decision on whether to release H.L. Mencken's diary to the public will come sometime Monday. At that time, a Pratt Library Board of Trustees committee will give its recommendation to the full board. In Mencken's will, he stipulated that his papers should be open to the public 25 years after his death. Mencken died January 29, 1956.
Your children may soon have a tougher time learning math in public schools. That story is ahead as Action News continues.
The state is weighing a proposal to charge fees for some of the social service programs it provides for free right now. I'll have that story coming up next.
It's Sears.
Saturday only sale.
Save on furniture.
TVs and stereos.
Carpeting.
Major appliances.
Boats and motors.
Tractors.
Mower.
Saturday only at Sears.
Chesapeake Cadillac introduces the Martinique by Chesapeake at a special low price. Our newest 1982 Cadillac includes many features not found on other Cadillacs. The Martinique by Chesapeake is available in the X or XL models. The X model is priced at the affordable value of $11,699. As always, Chesapeake Cadillac, first in quality, first in location, first for the right price. 2401 North Charles Street in Baltimore.
I'm a Shell Auto Care dealer. After I do a tune-up, I back my work in writing with a limited warranty good for 90 days or 4,000 miles. That's the clincher.
For the past 3 months, a state task force has been trying to figure out how the State Human Resources Department can continue to provide services with a $10 million cut in federal funds. Now, one proposal it is weighing is to charge for some of the social service programs it now provides for free. Pat Mokel has the details.
But I just need a place to stay is my biggest need.
Our agency does know of some room and board situations that we might be able to refer you to.
If the proposal is adopted, counseling sessions like this one would no longer be free. Instead, a fee based on a sliding scale would be charged to those people who could afford it, people who have well-paying jobs or those with medical insurance.
Occasionally, for example, in something like our sex abuse treatment program, or in our adoption program, or in some of the in-home aid service programs, we encounter people that have substantial incomes and who use our services as alternatives. For example, in the sex abuse treatment program, they may be using our service as an alternative to jail. In that instance, it would be appropriate, in my opinion, to charge a fee.
But most of the people who turn to the Social Services Department for help are lower-income families, and for them, the programs would still be free.
I don't think the charging of any kind of fees will affect the people that I work with dramatically, because they tend to be either public assistance recipients or people with very, very low incomes, so that any kind of proposed scale that would be developed, these people would be at the very bottom of that scale, with no fees would be charged.
The proposal to charge fees for some social services is just one of several ideas under discussion. The state may also be able to save money by changing the eligibility requirements or by expecting the counties and cities to pay for some social service programs. None of these will go into effect, however, until they're approved by Human Resources Secretary Calman Heddleman. Pat Mokel, Action News 11 at the Baltimore County Department of Social Services in Towson.
Lutheran Hospital is being permitted to raise its rates by 18%. That is a full 13% more than the State Health Services Commission wanted. Judge Joseph Kaplan permitted the bigger increase until February because he felt the hospital could be bankrupt between now and that time. In February, Lutheran will have to plead its case to the State Health Services Review Commission. Baltimore City School President David C. Daniker has decided the parents and staff should have more say in the drafting of the system's new 5-year plan. Following a meeting last night where parents and teachers spoke out mostly against the proposal, Daniker has decided to schedule more public hearings in each of the school system's 6 regions. Then on December 3rd, the final draft of that plan will be presented to the school board.
Rudy, the Maryland State Teachers Association wrapped up its annual convention today. The 2 days of meeting at the convention center focused on this year's central theme of advocacy in the face of adversity. The teachers think they're being attacked from all sides, especially from Washington. Keynote speaker, ironically, at the afternoon's meeting was Senator Paul Sarbanes. When the teachers go back to work on Monday, some will have a problem on their hands. It seems there is a surplus of English teachers. Some of them could be laid off. However, there are not nearly enough math teachers to go around. Jim Mustard has the story.
There is a growing crisis in Maryland education. That crisis is a shortage of mathematics teachers. Teachers from all over the state gathered at Western High School in Baltimore this morning to discuss the problem and what to do about it. The Maryland Council of Teachers of Mathematics says money is at the root of the shortage.
Number one thing is obviously salaries. The starting salary for teachers is about 70% of what a beginning mathematics major could make by going into the computer field, going into industry. These higher salaries are obviously attracting people. And it's really a shame. For many years we had people who were in mathematics education for the dedication because they particularly liked working with students, but after a while that dedication only goes so far. You can't buy the groceries with dedication.
Math teachers are planning to lobby the upcoming General Assembly in an effort to get programs passed that will encourage more people to become math educators.
In the late 60s, a student who went to college and agreed to teach for 2 years in the state of Maryland was given free tuition. This was a powerful incentive to a number of students. They got into mathematics and into education. They liked it, and so they stayed on. And we're hoping this is one of the things that we might do. We're also asking for consideration for higher salaries, a possible tax credit, a number of different procedures.
The shortage is severe. The 3 major teacher colleges in Maryland only produced 6 math graduates for the whole state last year. Jim Mustard, Action News 11.